Ilia Topuria, El Matador, has become one of the most electrifying names in MMA, leaving fans and fighters alike in stunned disbelief with every step he takes inside the octagon. From devastating knockouts to jaw-dropping submissions, Topuria's rise has been nothing short of meteoric. But what truly sets him apart are those moments, those flashes of brilliance, where he shatters expectations and shocks the MMA world. Today, we're counting down 5 times when Ilia Topuria shocked the MMA world. Buckle up, because each moment is a testament to why Topuria is one of the most dangerous and unpredictable fighters on the planet. Before we dive into the chaos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. You won't want to miss what's coming next. The Debut Domination, Topuria vs Youssef Zalal. When Ilia Topuria stepped into the UFC octagon for the first time against Youssef Zalal in October 2020, most fans saw him as just another prospect. Zalal, riding a 3-fight UFC win streak, was the favourite, a slick striker with a knack for controlling the pace. The stage was set for Zalal to continue his ascent, but Topuria had other plans. From the opening bell, Topuria made his intentions clear. He charged forward with relentless pressure, mixing crisp boxing with explosive takedowns. Zalal, known for his movement and evasiveness, found himself trapped against the cage, unable to escape Topuria's suffocating offense. The Georgian-Spanish phenom showcased his grappling pedigree, threatening with submissions and unleashing ground and pound that left the commentators in awe. The real shock came in the third round. With Zalal desperately trying to turn the tide, Topuria locked in a tight guillotine choke that had the crowd on their feet. Zalal somehow survived, but the message was clear. Topuria was not just here to participate, he was here to dominate. When the final horn sounded, the judges awarded Topuria a unanimous decision, but the real victory was in the statement he made. As Topuria later said, "I'm not here for easy fights. I'm here to show the world who I am." Even Zalal had to admit, he's the real deal. That pressure is something else. In his debut, Ilia Topuria didn't just win, he shocked everyone by announcing himself as a force to be reckoned with. The knockout heard around the world, Topuria vs Damon Jackson. Ilia Topuria's second UFC fight was supposed to be a test, a clash against Damon the Leech Jackson, a gritty veteran with a reputation for grinding out tough victories and snatching up submissions. Analysts predicted a close, grappling-heavy affair. But what unfolded was pure, unfiltered shock. From the first exchange, Topuria's power was on full display. He stalked Jackson with icy composure, cutting off the cage and landing heavy shots to the body and head. Jackson, known for his resilience, tried to weather the storm, but Topuria's timing and precision were on another level. The tension in the arena was palpable. Everyone sensed something big was about to happen. Then, midway through the first round, Topuria uncorked a thunderous right hand that detonated on Jackson's chin. The veteran crumpled instantly, face first to the canvas, as the referee dove in to stop the fight. The crowd erupted. Commentators lost their minds. In just over 2 minutes, Topuria had delivered one of the cleanest knockouts of the year. In the post-fight interview, Topuria declared, "People talk about my grappling, but I can knock anyone out. This is just the beginning." Jackson, ever the sportsman, admitted, "He caught me clean. That kid's got scary power." This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. Topuria had arrived as a legitimate knockout artist, and the MMA world was officially on notice. The comeback against Herbert, from adversity to annihilation. March 2022, London. The O2 Arena was buzzing as Ilia Topuria moved up to lightweight to face the towering Herbert, a dangerous striker with a significant reach advantage and the home crowd behind him. Pundits wondered if Topuria's aggressive style would translate against a bigger, rangier opponent. What happened next would become one of the most shocking comebacks in recent MMA memory. Early in the first round, Herbert stunned the world, and Topuria, with a perfectly timed head kick that sent the Georgian Spaniard reeling. For a moment, it looked like the hype train had been derailed. Herbert pressed forward, unleashing a barrage of strikes as Topuria fought to regain his composure. The crowd roared, sensing an upset in the making. But Topuria's resolve is the stuff of legends. Shaking off the cobwebs, he bit down on his mouthpiece and began stalking Herbert, undeterred by the adversity. He started to close the distance, landing heavy hooks to the body and head, slowly turning the tide. The tension was electric. Every exchange felt like it could end the fight. Then, in the second round, Topuria unleashed a missile of a right hand that landed flush on Herbert's jaw. The Englishman collapsed instantly, and the referee waved it off. The O2 fell silent, then erupted in disbelief. Topuria had snatched victory from the jaws of defeat in the most dramatic fashion possible. After the fight, Topuria simply said, "I'm unbreakable. You can hurt me, but you can't stop me." Herbert, still stunned, admitted, "He's got heart and dynamite in his hands." This comeback wasn't just a win, it was a declaration of Topuria's warrior spirit and knockout power. The submission stunner, Topuria vs Ryan Hall. July 2021, UFC 264. Ilia Topuria was matched up against Ryan Hall, the jiu-jitsu wizard with a reputation for making elite fighters look foolish on the mat. Hall's unorthodox style and legendary leg locks had caused top contenders to avoid him for years. Many believed Topuria was walking into a grappling minefield, but what unfolded was a masterclass in composure and calculated violence. From the opening bell, Hall went to work with his trademark Imanari rolls, desperately hunting for a limb to twist. Topuria, however, wasn't fazed. He stayed patient, refusing to overcommit, and punished Hall with heavy shots every time the American rolled or flopped to the canvas. The crowd watched in suspense. Would Topuria get caught, or could he defy the odds? Midway through the first round, the shock came. Hall rolled for another leg, but Topuria sprawled, postured up, and unleashed a barrage of hammer fists and punches. Hall, dazed and unable to defend, was finished by TKO. The jiu-jitsu ace had been stopped on the ground, his own domain, by a man many thought would avoid grappling exchanges at all costs. Topuria's post-fight words were chilling. "I respect his jiu-jitsu, but I'm not afraid of anyone on the ground or on the feet." Hall, humbled, admitted, he was prepared for everything. That's a dangerous man. In just one round, Topuria didn't just survive the submission artist, he dominated him, sending shockwaves through the featherweight division and proving he was a threat everywhere. The title seizure, Topuria vs Alexander Volkanovski, February 2024, UFC 298. The world watched as Ilia Topuria stepped into the octagon to challenge Alexander Volkanovski, the reigning, seemingly untouchable featherweight king. Volkanovski had dismantled legends, outclassed contenders, and was riding a wave of dominance that made many believe his throne was unshakable. Topuria, the young lion, was seen as a dangerous challenger, but few truly expected him to dethrone the champ. From the opening seconds, Topuria's confidence was palpable. He stood toe-to-toe with Volkanovski, trading in the pocket and refusing to back down. The champion, known for his tactical brilliance and iron will, tried to impose his rhythm, but Topuria's speed, power, and precision were on full display. Every exchange was razor close, but you could sense Topuria's belief growing with each landed shot. Then, in the second round, the MMA world witnessed the unthinkable. Topuria slipped a jab and unleashed a thunderous right hook that crashed into Volkanovski's jaw. The champion fell, dazed and unable to recover, as Topuria swarmed with a flurry of punches. The referee stepped in, new champion. The arena exploded. Fans, commentators, and even fellow fighters were left speechless. In the aftermath, Topuria declared, "I told you all, my time is now. I was born for this." Volkanovski, ever the sportsman, conceded, "He was better tonight. That's what champions do." With one perfectly timed punch, Ilia Topuria didn't just win a belt, he shocked the world and etched his name into MMA history as the man who toppled a legend. Ilia Topuria's journey from hungry prospect to world champion has been a rollercoaster of jaw-dropping moments and seismic upsets. Each shocking victory, whether by knockout, submission or comeback, has rewritten what fans thought possible and forced the MMA world to take notice. With every fight, Topuria has proven he's not just a contender, but a generational talent with the heart of a lion and the skills to match. As his legend grows, one thing is clear. The story of El Matador is far from over, and the world will be watching his next move with breathless anticipation. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe for more fight history deep dives, and turn on the notifications so you never miss a moment in MMA history.